Good morning, students. Our today's topic is related to advantages of accounting, limitations of accounting, and the role of accounting. So there are three topics in our today's lecture. Let's start with the very first topic, that is the advantages or the uses of accounting. So our accounting help us to provide various benefits on the basis of which we always prefer doing accounting for every business enterprise. So these advantages are: first, it helps the management. Accounting helps our management. Management need the unpublished records, the unpublished profit and loss accounts, or the various balance sheets, on the basis of which management is able to find out the various cost of the business enterprise, and it helps the management in doing its working properly. Then second point is accounting help us to provide the complete and systematic record. As we have said that accounting helps us to record every transaction of the business enterprise, first in journal, then we post the transaction in ledger, then we make trial balance of various ledger accounts, trial balance, then we make the profit trading account and profit and loss account. From that we will make the balance sheet, and after balance sheet we also have a statement, that is cash flow statement. These are the various steps we have followed in accounting. So this complete set provides us the complete and systematic record of every business enterprise. The next point is it also helps our business to provide us the information related to the profit or losses of the business enterprise. So on the basis of trading and profit and loss accounts, we are able to find out our net profit or net loss of the business, which help us to know about the reason, exact transactions which led to such profits or loss. Then on the basis of balance sheet, we get an idea about the financial position of every business enterprise and its market standability. So on the basis of both these information that we get from the profit and loss account and that the information we get from balance sheet about the financial position of our business enterprise, we get the information which can be compared. So on the basis of profit and loss account and on the basis of financial positions, that is on the basis of trading and profit and loss account and on the basis of balance sheet, we can compare our business accounting records with our own business and records of the previous year. So we can compare ourselves on year to year basis, like last year we had this much profits and this year we had this much profit, how much is our performance, or we can compare ourselves with our competitors, by which we are able to find out our weakness and we can improve that self and we can also find out the weakness of our competitors and can gain in our market economy. Then accounting helps in the taxation assessment. So on the basis of accounts, we are able to find out the profits, and on the profits we have to pay the tax. So this accounting help us to pay the tax such as GST. Then the very first day I have told you that the accounting, when we need accounting, then the main reason that we need the accounting is it is a good evidence in the eyes of law. So the accounting records are valid everywhere as an evidence in legal matters. Then in case our business has to be sold, then this accounting help us to find out its valuation. So this accounting helps us to provide us the valuation of various transactions of a business. Then if a business needs some advance from another ones, like the loans, so the loans can be taken only if the other person have trust on us, and that trust in case of business enterprise can be gained only on the basis of their performance, on the basis of their good performance in the balance sheet or the profit and loss account, which is provided by accounting. Then partnership accounts. Accounting helps us to prepare the partnership account. This we will do in 12th class. In 12th we have a proper accounting for partnership account. In partnership account there is a main difference between 11th and 12th class. In 11th we only work about a particular business enterprise, which is a sole proprietor business that a single person is working behind that. But in partnership there are many persons, minimum number of persons are 2, and they whole came forward for the conduct of a particular business. Then accounting helps us to prevent the errors. It helps us to detect the errors. So this accounting helps us to properly prevent and detect our errors. So we are having these advantages, but everywhere there are some limitations also. Same is the limitations of our accounting. So accounting, as we said, the accounting provide information about the profitability and soundness of a concern to the owners and to the interested parties. But in addition to that, they have some limitations also. So that limitations are, first is accounting is somehow based on the personal judgment. Accounting is based on the personal judgment. So for example, it is extremely difficult to predict the degree of accuracy of the actual useful life of an asset, which is needed to calculate depreciation. So as per this example, in accounts we use to calculate the life of any asset. Let the asset be the car of our business. Let me say that our car will be used, will be properly used, and its useful life is 10 years. But this 10 years is not estimated, not written anywhere. This is only on the basis of our personal judgment. And that car, which has a useful life of 10 years, that will be depreciated every year. Means its value will reduce by accounting also every year. So this is one of example in which we are having own judgments. So on the basis of judgment, the accounting records can lead to some errors, and these errors can disturb our accounting records. And then second point is accounting is based on concept and conservatism, or concept or conventions. So on the basis of this, in accounting we always record the transaction on the basis of historical cost method. Means the fixed assets are shown at cost. They are never shown at the market value. No market value. But when we are creating some statements, we should show our balances on market value, that what its value in the market. So there is some difference at cost and market level value, due to which it become a limitation of account. Then accounting can provide incomplete information. Suppose we are unable to record a particular transaction, but we don't know about that transaction. So when a particular transaction has been missed out, or when information provided may be not accurate, then it become a limitation of accounting. Then in accounting, we don't consider the qualitative information, like the emotional factors, like the death of a partner. We cannot be able to record a death of a partner. So these information which are of qualitative nature, means the emotional factors, they are not recorded. They cannot be expressed in our book in form of money. So this become our limitation. We say a business has suffered loss because the owner has got sick and he has to spend a lot of money on his treatment. But we can not record the emotional factor that the owner has got sick. So this become our limitation. Then the same is the accounting is based on historical cost that we used over here as an example, and it is not able to provide the information on the basis of the actual market value. Then accounting is window dressing. Window dressing, what is window dressing? This is very important. Window dressing refers to the practice of manipulating account. Means we manipulates. When we manipulate our accounts to show its favorable side, and hide its actual position, then our financial records become somehow not accurate. So when we use such practices by which we always show such information as some favorable situation but the actual situation is somehow different, then it manipulates our accounts, and on the basis of which our accounting records get inaccurate. Then this as our accounting is based on historical cost, then it doesn't help us in forecasting. So financial accounts are only a record of past events because we record only the past events. So whatever the continuous changes that came in our demand or the policies adopted, that doesn't help us in forecasting our records. So these are the various limitations. Now we are left with the last most topic of this chapter, that is what is the role of accounting. What are the various roles? So roles of accounting has been changing with the change in the business. With the increase of its demand in social environment, the role increases. What are the various roles? Like we can say a woman has various roles. He is a mother, he is a wife, he is a daughter. So these are the various roles. In the same way, what are the rules of accounting that we have to see? First is accounting is a language. Accounting, to record any business in our books, if we have to record our business in our books, then we have to follow a particular language. That language provides us how to record the business, how to make various reports. So this is the basic language report. This is the basic language to do the business. So then accounting also help us to maintain a historical record. As we says, accounting record every transaction starting from the very first day. So it help us to maintain the every historical cost, means it help us to create the histories. Then accounting help us to provide the information about the net profit or net loss of the business. Then also accounting plays a role in which we able to get the information about the financial position of our business. Net profits is the information we get from the trading or profit and loss account, and the financial position is the information that we get from the balance sheet. Then we have information system. So when we prepare the various records, that is the journal, ledger, trial balance, profit and loss account, balance sheet and cash flow statements, then become a complete systematic record. Then our whole accounting has been recorded in a proper systematic way and it become our proper information system. Then we have the last one is it is a service provider. This accounting information is provided to the end users of the financial information of the business enterprise. So these points are the repetition of what we did in the whole chapter again and again, that it helps us to provide financial information in the form of knowing about the profit or loss, or about the financial position, or it provides us the financial record, and this record is provided to the users. So the whole chapter revolves about this circle. So we are done with our chapter. See you tomorrow. Thank you.